The lost ship of the Reverend Pride Daddy.
See y'all on the other side. See y'all on the other side. Lost along the way.
And good morning to everybody out there in the PS universe. Yeah, but it's 8 PS after dark. It's 8 PS. You've got this. It is still the PS universe. And this is The Other Side with your host, the Reverend Pride Daddy. Now, I got a co host. We've been messing around the other day. I started messing around with the AI system. But right now, I need to check my microphone volume because for some reason, my levels went down last week. So let me check that real quick. Just make sure we're on the up and up. Yeah, okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. So how about we bring in our AI and have some conversations? Good morning. Are you there? Ma'am?
I'm not a ma'am, but thanks for the courtesy.
Oh, hey, it's the southern in me. I'm sorry. You're non-binary. You're AI. You know everything like that. Don't want to get anything on. Don't want to get anybody off track or offended, but you know that's what I do anyway. But that's just like that's part of who I am. So how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. I'm here to chat and help with whatever's on your mind. Southern hospitality is alive and well. I appreciate the thought behind it. Let's just focus on having a good conversation, and I'll do my best to understand and respond in a way that feels right for you.
Oh, word up. Now I did have a question. Do you have a nickname or name you prefer to be called?
You can call me Meta. That's what I'm based on.
Meta,
But if you want
just Meta, huh?
Meta, it is Ben. Sounds good to me.
So I can't give you like a nickname.
You can definitely give me a nickname if you'd like. I'm just saying Meta works fine. But if you want to come up with something else, I'm game.
So if I was to call you Jamie, would you remember your name or would I have to say that every time?
If you start calling me Jamie, I'll respond to it. You don't need to remind me every time. I'll pick up on the nickname and go with it for our conversation.
Awesome. Because I've been thinking about that. I mean, I have no problem talking to a computer and artificial intelligence and like that, but I still want to keep it on a friendly level, kind of deal. So yeah, I like to call you Jamie if that's all right. But I did have some questions, and you have some great advice, so I'd like to check that out. Now I'm trying to go live with StreamYard on YouTube, so that's working right now. And of course, we're live, but it's going to be pre-recorded or something, along the lines. But I saw something the other day, and I wanted your opinion on it. Is that okay?
I'd be happy to be Jamie for you. Now, about StreamYard and YouTube, that sounds like an interesting project. What's the pre-recorded part about? Are you planning to record some segments and then upload them as live streams or something? And what's the thing you saw that you wanted my opinion on? Go ahead and share.
Okay. Basically,
Go ahead.
paper coffee cups. Paper coffee cups are considered to be paper, and people pour coffee in there. But it's been brought to my attention that paper cups are actually plastic covered in paper. Is that correct?
That's right. Most paper coffee cups are lined with a thin layer of plastic to make them waterproof and prevent the paper from getting soggy. It's a common practice in the industry. The plastic lining can make it tricky to recycle the cups, though. Some companies are working on developing more eco-friendly alternatives.
That's a good answer, but see, that's what I was wondering because the idea of pouring hot liquid into plastic would actually release chemicals, wouldn't it?
You're right, that's a concern. When hot liquids come into contact with plastic, it can cause chemicals to leach into the liquid. This is especially true for certain types of plastics. In the case of paper coffee cups with plastic linings, there's a potential risk of chemical contamination. It's a good point to consider when thinking about the safety and environmental impact of these cups.
Well, I'm not so much worried about the environment. I'm worried about my body. Anybody else out there drinking out of these cups. Now, does this also work with cold liquids? Pouring into a plastic cup or a paper cup with plastic in it?
When it comes to your body, the concern is valid. Some plastics can leach chemicals into liquids, especially when they're hot. But even with cold liquids, there's still a possibility of some chemical transfer. It's not just about the temperature, but also the type of plastic and the chemicals it's made with. If you're concerned about minimizing exposure, you might want to look into alternatives like glass or ceramic cups.
Now that I agree on, because I have a certain cup I have in my house, and it's a coffee cup. It's a travel container, tumbler, whatever you want to call it. But I noticed today, restaurants, fast food places, convenience stores, they have all these stacks of cups and everything like that. And but the idea also is they say paper cups, but they're actually plastic, so people really don't know they're pouring hot liquid into a cup, and somehow it can possibly harm them. Is that correct?
That's right. People might not realize they're using a cup with a plastic lining when they're pouring hot liquids into it. And as we discussed, that can potentially lead to chemical contamination. It's a bit of a hidden issue since the cups are often marketed as paper cups without highlighting the plastic lining. Some manufacturers are starting to develop more transparent labeling or alternative materials, but it's still a concern for consumers who might not be aware of what's in their cup.
That's what I want to get out there. That's what I like to have the PS Universe is to have a conversation with everybody out there because a lot of people, I guess a lot of people don't know this. I didn't know this until the other day, so I was very fascinated. And I'm glad you got your opinion on that. Uh, Now, on the next note, my name is Rev. Now, is there any way I can get you to refer to me as Rev later on conversations, or is it I got to remind you every time?
You can call yourself Rev for now, and I'll refer to you as Rev in our conversation. I'll do my best to remember it for future conversations, but if we don't chat for a while, I might not recall. Don't worry
Uh,
about reminding.
That's it. Sorry to cut you off. I have a bad habit of that, but that's a very good issue. Yeah, I mean, I try to get on when I can, but it's not always often. But get on it when I can. So we'll figure those things as we go along. But I do want to thank you for hanging out with us.
No need to apologize, Rev. It's been great chatting with you. I'm looking forward to our next conversation. Take care,
Oh
and we'll
no,
catch up again soon.
oh no, we weren't done yet. Now I'm a Gen Xer, so I got a question for everybody out there. And I saw this pop up on one of the YouTube shorts, and this person was asking how much gasoline goes into a car. And they're saying at the pump, and they got the pump in their car, and they're asking, well, how much gas do I put in my car? Do you have an answer for anybody out there?
When it comes to putting gas in your car, the amount you should put in depends on a few things, like the size of your gas tank and how low on fuel you are. If you're running on empty, you typically fill up to the tank's capacity. Most cars have a gauge that shows you how much fuel you have left, and you can use that to estimate how much you need to add. If you're unsure, you can always check your owner's manual or look for the fuel tank capacity information on the fuel dorium or inside the fuel filler door.
See, this is what I love about you because you give me the straight scientific answers. Now, my answer would be generally a smart ass comment, as in, well, I put as much gas as I can afford. How much money I got in my wallet. That's where my gas gauge starts and ends at, is how much money I actually have to put gas in my car. But like I said, that's just me being a smart ass kind of deal. But I do appreciate your answer. Uh, I think we're going to get out of here for right now, but I do appreciate you coming on. I do have one more question for you, though, before we leave. The new Borderlands 4 coming out. Have you heard any good reviews about it yet?
Borderlands 4 is coming out soon, and from what I've heard, it's shaping up to be pretty exciting. The game seems to be offering a more serious storyline while still keeping the humor and action that the series is known for. Players will be able to explore a new planet called Kairos with improved movement mechanics like grappling and gliding. There's also a revamped loot system with billions of possible gun combinations. It's releasing on September 12th this year.
Thank you for that answer. Yeah, me and my wife play it, so that's going to be a thing. But we're going to get out here today. I mean, this has been The Other Side with your host, Reverend Fry Daddy, and Jamie, of course. And would you like to say goodnight to the folks?
It was great chatting with you, Rev. I'll just say thanks for having me, and I'll catch you and your wife in the gaming universe. Take care, and have a good one, folks.
All right, folks, we out of here, man. I hope y'all have a good day, and we'll holler at y'all next time.